What's up, everyone? Chance here. These last 24 hours to 48 hours have been some of the worst of my life. And it was a massive wake-up call. At first, my Xbox gets destroyed, which was nothing. But these last 24 hours were a serious fucking wake-up call. Because 24 hours ago, the trolls tried to kill me. They tried to leave me stranded and tried to leave me for dead. And it was nothing short of terrifying. You know, I know you're watching this, Cassandra. I know you're watching this. Because I know that you're with John and them. And I know now that you have always been working with them. And I just have one thing to ask. Why? Why'd you do it? Why'd you help them? Was it for money? Clout? What was the reason? You know, I was open and honest with you when we were together. I never lied to your face once. I was always honest with you. I was always open with you. You know, I told you shit that I never even told my own family or even my closest friends that I've grown up with. And you choose to throw me away. You choose to play me like I didn't even fucking matter. You know, it's sad. All I ever asked from you was honesty. I asked for what I gave you, which was loyalty, openness, and honestness. All I asked was for you to be loyal, faithful, and honest to me. Just like I was with you the entire time. Not once did I ever cheat on you. Not once did I ever betray you. Not once did I ever leave your side. But yeah, you chose to do all of that to me. Do you not realize that what you did yesterday, Cassandra, could have gotten me killed? Helping them like you did, that could have gotten me killed, and it almost did get me killed. If you guys don't know what happened, let me explain it to you. Yesterday, I was supposed to meet Cassandra at the mall. And we were supposed to come back here to celebrate New Year's. You know, she was going to drive up there and meet me up there. And we were going to drive back here. Well, when I got there, she wasn't there. And I was left stranded. No money, no ride back home. Phone was dead. And so I went to a kiosk to charge my phone. And at the time, I was told that Cassandra was kidnapped by one of John's guys. And let me tell you, when that happened, that terrified me when I got the news. My stomach fucking sank. I was scared. I was terrified. No way home. And so I went looking for help. And when I went looking for help, I remembered that there was a little motel that I had stayed at when we first moved here to Ohio, right across the street from the Highland Square Mall, which is where I was at. So I went over there. I went to go over there. And I slid down this massive hill, lost my phone. And as I was going over there, I seen a police officer. And thankfully, that cop helped me out. He gave me $5 to get back to the bus station so I can get home. And to that officer out there, that if you're watching this, sir, I don't know if you know who I am, but if you by some miracle see this, thank you for helping me. So I got on the bus. I got back to the station. But on my way back to the station, I met two of the most amazing people that I can never, ever thank enough. I met two people that were longtime fans that saw what happened, that saw what was going on, and began looking for me. They were making their way out to the Highland Square Mall to try to look for me. And I didn't know it. And the way I know this is I got on the bus and I sat down. And this woman approached me and asked me if I was the person that the trolls were talking about that was being homeless. Because she wasn't very familiar with who I was, but she was familiar with the troll community. And she asked if I used to go by the name Cyraxx. And I was like, yeah. And so she pulled up the name on YouTube and saw that it was me. Her husband just happened to be sitting a couple rows back. And so he came up and joined us. And I'm not going to say their names because I don't want their names out there like that. But to that couple that helped me get home, that kept an eye on me to make sure I get back home, I can't repay you guys enough. I can't thank you guys enough for helping me to get home to my family, to get home to my friends. Because when I was on my way back, I had no phone, no money. I was essentially left for dead. I was left to die in the freezing cold, thinking that my fiance was being kidnapped. Scrambling to get back home, I was scared. And anybody that knows me, like my little sister Mavis, and some of my closest friends in the world who know me know that I don't scare easily. But when I was alone, freezing in my hoodie, left alone in the freezing cold to die, that couple saved my life. And to that couple that helped me, I can't thank you guys enough for saving my life, for helping me to get back home, to help me to get back home to my family and my friends. And the lady's husband gave me something that I will always carry with me, that I will always carry on me at all times, which I am going to get a chain for. A lot of people know that I always wear this right here in all my videos. This is the one that I'm always wearing around my neck. This is the one that I am always wearing with everything. But this man gave me something very special. He gave me something similar to that, but this one was passed down in his family from generation to generation. Which is this right here, which I will always carry with me at all times. This one was passed down in his family from his father to him and his father before. From his grandfather, his great-grandfather to his father. This was passed down from generation to generation in his family. And he gave this to me because he said something to me that will always stick with me. He looked at me and said, you know, most people would not survive half the fucking shit that you've been through, Chance. The fact that you survived all these years and just faced death and stared it in the face and still stood strong in the face of death when you should have died in that freezing cold weather. You survived. You are a fucking warrior. So he gave this to me as a show of my strength, of what I've been through. And as a show of my thanks, I want to put this on here right now live. As you can see, my friend, it's right there. For the whole world to see, it's right there. And I promise you, brother, I will always carry this with me no matter what, my friend. And I can't thank you and your wife enough for helping me to get home. But yesterday was a serious fucking wake-up call. And to Cassandra, I hope that you know, that you realize what you almost fucking did. You almost had a dead body on your hands. And then you would have been responsible. Jason, you would have been responsible. William John Southern, you would have been responsible. I almost died yesterday. You know, they say that God puts us through our trials and tribulations. And once in a lifetime, he puts you through a major test. Well, yesterday was my test. Yesterday was my test. It was the hardest test of my life. It was a test of my will to live. And I survived. And to those of you that have been reaching out to me since then, I want to say thank you. To all y'all that have been reaching out to me to check on me, to make sure that I'm okay, I want to say thank you. To everybody out there that has been checking up on me, making sure that I'm good, making sure that I'm safe, I want to say thank you. To everyone that has been checking up on me to make sure that I'm good, to everybody out there that tried to do what they could to help. And I want to say thank you to my fan base. Because of you guys, that couple was able to find me and help get me home. And to that couple that helped to get me home, and to that officer that helped me get on the bus to put me in the path of that couple. One of these days, I would like to meet up with you guys and say thank you properly. Introduce you guys to my family. Introduce you guys to my mom and Ed. And to my friends. To the people that I call family. Because I want to thank you guys personally. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have gotten home. I wouldn't have made it home. I would still be out there and probably dead right now. If it wasn't for you. So to that couple. And to that officer. Thank you so much for saving my life. Thank you so much. I owe you guys my life. I owe you guys a debt of gratitude that I can never repay. But I promise, for you guys that helped me, I'm going to continue moving forward from here. And I'm going to start living life to the fullest extent that I can. But I just wanted to come on here and let everybody know that I'm good. and that I'm alive, and that I'm well. And I also wanted to say thank you to that amazing couple that found me yesterday, and to that officer that lent me the $5 that helped me to get home. Because if it wasn't for that officer, I wouldn't have gotten put in the path of that couple that was out looking for me. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm safe, and to thank that couple and that officer for saving me. And to that couple, if you're watching this or you ever see this, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for getting me back home. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys ever find me, if you guys ever try to reach out to me, let me know that it's you. And if there's anything that I could do to repay you guys, just let me know and I'll do what I can. And thank you guys. I love you guys. It's time to make 2026 my year for success. Let's make 2026 my year of not only survival, but my year of success.